Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, Plays of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I won the last run. I was gonna play a different game, but I was like, you know what, that run was so trash for so long. Ugh! I need to get the taste out of my mouth. Ick! Why 1TL? Well, Mom's wig is very okay. 18 rate of fire is highly not, but... Excuse me? You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Stay away from me. I'm trying to do damage to this guy. Okay, fine. You'll bend the knee first. I would just like you to... Thank you. What a terrible first room. Give me a bomb. Let me get small rock. We'll pop off. Like our damage... Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I asked for so far. Okay, I can't complain. Our damage is not that bad. Our rate of fire is what's killing us in the DPS department. But there's, you know, most rooms are not going to be as bad as that room was. If we can get a rate of fire increase on this floor, item room, this floor, boss room, next floor, item room, next floor, boss room, I would be extremely pleased. But this run, at least as compared to the last run, I think it's got a little bit more of the potential tools for success early on here. What makes me say that? Well, hope mostly. Mostly capital H, four-letter word. Hope, I suppose, is the thing that I got driving the bus of optimism there. Feels like a secret room. But I don't really care about a secret room as much as I care about a potential tinted rock, so... Just go back to what I presume pretty much has to be the item room. I see no tinted rocks, so now the secret room unveils itself to me in my mind's eye. And please God, a rate of fire increase. Yeah, pretty much rate of fire increase. The bean. One of my favorite tiers upgrades is the bean, because when you toot and it stinks real bad, obviously, it makes people tear up, which is a tears upgrade. It's the definition of the word. So shielded tears most of the time is pretty good. I'm not gonna, you know, complain outrageously, but it's not that good here because our rate of fire is so bad that we can't really just, like, beat enemies down by shooting really quickly. Now, if an enemy shoots at us, like if it's a turret, for example, probably we're not going to be able to do as much damage to it as quickly as we would be if we didn't have shielded tears. But if we can just get a freaking tears upgrade from this boss, for example, everything will start to fall into place. Okay, not a tears upgrade, but a shot speed upgrade. You're going to think I'm pulling your chain. I actually think that's pretty important. Not, you know, the kind of difference between life and death, but I think that there's something to it. See, like, this guy's a great example of why a poor rate of fire is causing us some problems here. More than it would on an average run. You may also notice your boy has ascended and is no longer just using Book of Shadows on every room. You know why that is? It's not because I've gotten better. It's just because this run's so Darkwing Duck style, let's get dangerous right now, that we kind of need to use, basically all of our tools, we need to use them as mindfully as possible. Now, a second spacebar item in our second item room, it's like the game is specifically endeavoring to tilt me. And I gotta say, I'm not a big fan. I consider myself fairly untiltable. I'm like a large ship. Takes a lot to tilt me. Now, what you're doing is you're throwing some James Cameron-sized icebergs in my path and saying, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? How do you think I feel about it? Genius. Well, the truth of the matter is I'm not that jazzed about it right now. But I do see... Ooh, that was dicey. I do see opportunity here. We get a golden key. Okay. See you later. An amount of money that is okay. We might as well peep it because we have a golden key anyway. That's okay. I was hoping for a 7-cent item. Admittedly, Ventricular Razor, if we had the money, is the only spacebar item I'd be considering taking right now over Book of Shadows. It has a lot of utility. It's more well suited for a run in which you want to go quickly, though. But you don't really have that luxury. You know, you can use it to get the reward from a boss trap room without having to fight the bosses. And this is where our shot speed actually comes into play. Okay, so I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident in this run, despite the fact that we haven't really improved much on this floor to begin with. I mean, 2 item rooms giving you active items, it's an insane low roll. Even a trash passive would have been better. Spider, thank you. Let's go. Okay. The deal with the devil here is enormous. I just want stats. I'm not asking for anything ridiculous. But if you deny me that, you know, you're gonna have a Killmonger situation on your hands. I'm gonna go nuclear. I'm gonna make it so I never take damage on this run ever again. So if you want a balanced run, Troll Engine, you gotta hook me up. Ooh, it was close. You better give me something, that's all I'm saying, okay? Speaking of which, RNG. Could you give me, like a couple of spiders here from Mom's Wig? I know it's not necessarily a high percentage chance, but it's kind of the whole reason I'm mildly excited to have this item to begin with. Ooh. It doesn't happen very often. It's a Tears upgrade, always forgiven, okay? It actually doubled our rate of fire, which is ridiculous. But now this run is good. Like, actually good. Not even average. It's probably a little bit better than average. Although, what's ironic is that if you started with a 9 rate of fire, you would probably just be like, yeah, it's okay. When you go from an 18 to a 9 rate of fire, you're like, I have become Death, Destroyer of Worlds. Might as well look, right? Ooh. Okay, I mean, it's horrible so far. That was the best bomb I've ever seen, though. You're right, those are enemies, turns out. And then we get Turdlings. No, Larry Jr.'s. Forgive me for stating what might be the obvious. You know what's a crazy good synergy for us here? Piercing shots. And if it could come with a speed upgrade like Sagittarius would, count me in, dude, because this is like the perfect run for it. Mostly because we're fighting Larry Jr. simultaneously. Alright, so we're like a minute behind schedule, but otherwise feeling very, very nice about the way that this run could go. Could go. That's 14 cents. Okay. Well, dude, the secret room is paying dividends early here. Did we have anything beyond... Oh my god. Did we have anything beyond Ventricular Razor that we were even mildly excited about? Was there a reroll machine in there? There's cards. We should probably buy a card. No reroll machine. I'll hold a death card. Second secret room? We got bombs. Second secret room? Probably here. Yeah. Eternal Heart? No Eternal Heart. Dude, we have to. Our luck stat, for one, is way up there, which I didn't even notice until now. But I would love to get Crystal Ball. Book of Shadows is also awesome. But if we can get, like, a half-decent Trinket and Crystal Ball, I'd be pretty happy. Come on. You're really working me over here. You know what? There is something to be said about this, I suppose. If we get Blood Bag out of this, I'd be over the moon. If we get IV Bag, I'd live, you know? But I wouldn't take it, but I wouldn't consider it a slap in the face. Oh, okay, Spirit Heart. You know what? Now that we have a Spirit Heart, I'm gonna toss half it away. Same thing. We're giving half back. It's like income tax in Scandinavia. Okay, now we're at 15 cents, so we gotta think about it, but I think we can afford to go a little deeper here. I'm gonna go down to 6 cents. The Haley Joel Osment number. Please. I'm gonna go down to 5. Well, at 5, we might as well go to 0. Wow, that was terrible. Alright, well, we'll blow these two up. And the stat upgrade? Perks is not a stat upgrade. That was a disappointment. Spent a lot of time there. I mean, I guess we could have gone back for the IV bag, but 1 HP, or gone back for the blood bank, I should say. 1 HP blood bank plays are just annoying. I like this. I'm going to teleport out. Ooh, that's exactly what we asked for. Why teleport out here? Quite honestly, I'd rather take the extra half Spirit Heart of damage than fight in that room. Let me rephrase, because it's a little confusing if you're not following like the implied things in my noggin right now. We were going to use the moon card to teleport either out of that room or out of the cursed room. I'm going to use it to... I've already used it to teleport out of the mob trap room, because I find the mob trap room annoying. Alright, another Tears upgrade, another Spirit Heart injection. Very happy with that. Rate of Fire's looking good. I mean, this is a solid run now. It's got a long way to go to reach true greatness, but it's got some positive things working out for it. Another very, very slow one so far. Like, the run is so slow, we're on the 3rd floor, and the concept of getting to boss rush is laughable. Even if we were to get, like, Brimstone from this floor, and the odds of that are infinitesimal, it would be nearly impossible. Okay, stop walking into enemies. You don't have an orbital, which reminds me, we should get an orbital. That'd be a big help. What we can do now, I think, is actually start being a little bit more aggressive with Book of Shadows, you know? Start actually taking the opportunity to use it. Position yourself more aggressively against the enemies that come to pass. Man, I know I'm asking for, like, exclusively good items, but the mulligan would be so good. Oh, I hate this. You never stop, huh? He's a god. That's a cool room. Hey, Isaac, cool room. Want to come to the White House? Luckiest dodge of my life. We picked up an Eternal Heart in case you didn't notice, so that's really nice, except for the fact that it makes Empty Vessel harder to get to, but... It's an extreme oh well, because that's, you know, we weren't at it anyway. Might even be worth it on this room. If you see a bony on this guy, I think you pop it. No bony? Alright, well, we'll do it the new-fashioned way. Box of spiders. It's an item, to my dying breath, I will maintain that Box of Spiders is an overrated item. Now, I want to make the clear distinction. Overrated does not necessarily mean bad. I think Box of Spiders is exactly fine. However, you know, as compared to Guppy's Head, which is cheaper, slightly less effective, but 100 times more common and contributes to a useful and gettable transformation, you know, it's kind of a waste of an item room, I think, or an suboptimal use of an item room. But, you know, out of all the 3 spacebar items we've gotten from our item rooms that have been unable to take so far, it has been the best one. We at least got a very, very modest benefit out of it, so who am I to complain? So, if you want to make me a very happy camper, make up for some of the indignity we suffered on the last run, be a great opportunity for you to make things right with, shall we say, an original style deal with the devil? We need red candle, I think. It's a little too easy, and our existing spacebar item is great, but having some means to kill an enemy in less than, like, 1,000 seconds would be very useful, I think. So, let's come down here. We got 3 bombs remaining. I'm going to kick this one in. I'm going to kick this one in. Alright, well, you know, I've seen you played bomb kicker before. You bested me thoroughly. Now we don't have enough. This is highly unfortunate. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. We shouldn't have looked for a second secret room until we got everything sorted. Hopefully, we'll find a way to get a penny here. I don't really know how that would happen. Perhaps a chance exists, though. And I'm just realizing now, like, oh my god, this fight is gonna be so boring. You think we could sing all of Kiss from a Rose before we manage to beat this guy? There, we're gonna do it in cut time. We used to be a grand tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remained the drug that's the high and not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become larger and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, the light hits the bloom on the grave. Dude, we finished the whole first verse and chorus put together. That's absurd. There's so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. This is I'm gonna spare you, but this is the exact same situation basically right here. It's just gonna take forever. Well, you can't stop a Kiss from a Rose parody. Like, there was a better time to stop earlier, but you can't stop right before my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. To you I'm like a grown addiction that I couldn't know. We got no means to get extra, you know, money here, so I pretty much screwed us out of being able to get the red candle. It's like adding 20 minutes onto this video. Alright. Oh, hopefully we can swing this. Something more useful. I mean, I'm not negative about lump of coal. It's a great item. And Lord knows, you know, we need damage. Can't really be too picky about it. I don't even know what would I rather have IV bag? Surely not, right? And that 6 cents over there, it pales in comparison to every chance to get like a blood bag here. One more. Acceptable. Okay, so our speed is getting up there now. Unfortunately, that means a lot less when we don't have like an orbital. And that's not me really complaining, because the run is actually pretty solid right now, but an orbital would go a long way right now. It's kind of like a way of opting out of the old, you know, damage rat race. Instead, you just decide, I'm gonna just do some damage with sack dagger or something like that. Been having a lot of trouble gaining momentum on these runs recently. Like, it's becoming a joke to have any chance to make it to boss rush. Like, it just doesn't exist in my purview right now. Verp. Yeah, that's what I said. Verp, you got a problem, game? Verp Balls of Steel. Oh my god, we haven't taken a pill in like 2 years. I mean, we could use it right away, or we could save it for maybe a situation where it's more appropriate. Hey, easy money. Okay, thank you, everybody. You can go home now. We got proptosis. I can stop complaining. I feel like I was very justified in my mild gripes. Who I just heard is dating Elon Musk. What's up with that? Did you know that they're both Canadian? Sort of. Elon Musk, not really. Elon Muska. Dude, there's your Photoshop for today. Chad Muska, but with Elon Musk's face. You know, the guy from the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series that never wore a shirt. I don't know if Elon Musk is actually Canadian, but he did go to my university before leaving it, and then publicly stating he left because there weren't enough girls there. Grimes, definitely from BC, though. Recipient of Pitchfork Media's best song of 2012, don't you forget it. Frank Ocean was robbed. I still haven't forgotten. Well, we have the choice to take Blue Candle. I think we will take it. Let's not make the same mistake twice. And Blue Candle, I mean, our damage with Proptosis is also great now, but now we got a good 1-2 punch. Extremely great. Oh, thank you. Okay. So again, boss rush not gonna happen, but now this run is coming together, and I'm a very, very happy man. Because I was worried, like, you know, one run, you go, oh, I'll give the game the benefit of the doubt, you know, anything can happen in Isaac on one run. 2 runs, you're like, the booster pack ruined the game. There's no damage upgrades. Now I can be a little bit more even-handed and say, okay. These are becoming, like, increasingly... Well, let me put it this way. It's becoming more apparent that the booster pack is not really an expansion for Isaac. Let's be honest. Now that we've done a few runs as characters who are not the Forgotten, and we're averaging, like, one booster pack item per run, and apparently it's always Book of the Dead, we're getting, it's becoming fairly obvious. It's not a bad thing. Just like indicative of the fact that if you really want that booster pack flavor, you gotta play as the Forgotten. And it's well worth it. I have to remind myself sometimes, like, it's free. Yeah. They probably could have charged like $5 for it. It would have been bad PR. But I think it's a booster pack that it has enough enjoyment associated with it that if they were like, that's $5, I would have batted an eye. I mean, I would have bought it obviously because like just a business expense. But after playing it, I would have been like, you know what? Sure, that's $5 worthy. As is though, who knows? Maybe they get more than $5 worth of positive press and sentiment from the player base, and that $5 could end up becoming $4.99 when Bumbo comes out. You never know. That's just marketing 101.
2 of spades.
It's not a bad cost for 8 keys. I'll take the map. Not a huge fan, but I'm okay with it. He got the map, can't you see? Got it on a run on the Twitch TV, oh yeah. He got, that's, first off, this run's not on Twitch. Secondly, it's a reference to Aldous Snow's band from Get Him to the Greek. Good movie. I'm no enormous fan of Russell Brand. I'll just be on. Oh, that's pretty good potentially, but I'll just be honest with you. He's not my favorite comedian as a person. I don't know. I know he's ooh, another Balls of Steel. I know he has like a podcast or something. Seems like a podcasty guy. There's nothing wrong with that, but whenever I've heard him talk, I've always found him kind of annoying. But in those 2 movies, he knocked it out of the park. Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Get Him to the Greek, 2 classic 2000-era comedies. In case you were wondering. Oh, you didn't get the memo that today's National Talk About Forgetting Sarah Marshall Day? That's amazing. Cat o' Nine Tails. You got it. We have so many Spirit Hearts, I already know. Or so many Red Hearts, I should say. I already know. We've been picking up Eternal Hearts since the flooded catacombs. Let me try that again. I'm so healthy. You already know. You don't even know. Eternal Hearts regularly since the flooded catacombs. You gotta admit, we're 4 years on from Fancy. It's kind of the same as the Russell Brand situation. Not a huge fan of Iggy Azalea, and yes, her freestyle rap was just pitiful. But at the same time, kind of a classic banger. A classic for this era, at least. I say that as someone who likes about a third of the songs that come on the radio. The people always, and her other songs I just couldn't care less about, but we might as well Emperor. Save it for the womb. Whenever people criticize popular music, I find they often fall into a trap of claiming that it has, like, terrible morals and it's a corrupting influence. Spare me. You know who was a corrupting influence? The Beatles. 8 days a week? What kind of misinformation campaign are you running on our kids? There's clearly 7 days a week, except on leap years, but okay. Take the Emperor. Everything's come together on this run. They're always like, oh, that young Miley Cyrus was so sexualized. I don't know if that's a good influence. Oh, what do you listen to? It's, well, it's this band, they drink, like, animal blood on stage. But they're not on the radio, so you can't criticize them in the same way. As far as music goes, dude, I'm like, anything goes. Give me NWA, follow it up with a little bit of the Wiggles fruit salad, yum yum. A little potpourri. Honestly, I don't think we need the candle anymore. Now that we have Guppy's head, which now is just, Box of Spiders BTFO, obviously. Should be good to go. And now, how do you know the Wiggles fruit salad, yum yum? Well, I mean, I was too old for the Wiggles, for certain. I was in the Raffi, Sharon, Lois, and Bram generation. And if you ever want to test my street cred, I own Banana Phone, the album, not the single, the album on CD, before YTMND even entered into its creator's neurons. I was there, okay? Track 1, Banana Phone. Track 2, Shake a Toe. Track 3, If I Were a Gorilla. Na 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 na. I'd eat me a banana. Sha-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, you're a big Raffi fan? Name 3 of his albums. No, The Box of Sunshine doesn't count. But, you know, when the Wiggles were kind of like a common joke. It's like a SpongeBob thing almost, is that it's a joke for the generation, or at least the cohort that's just a little bit younger than me. They bonded over that the same way we bonded over Eiffel 65. And they made the jokes. I saw the jokes on my YouTube channel. I incorporated it into my routine to seem more relatable. How do you do, fellow teens? And now here we are, you know, 8 years later. And I'm still making Wiggles references. And now the new crop of 17-year-olds are like, who the hell are the Wiggles? Have some respect for the classics, okay? I'm not even going to take that because we could actually get close to making Empty Vessel work here. Am I going to fight Hush? Gotta give you a no. I hate that boss fight. Might like the items though. See? Thank you. I mean, we're very strong. We have a lot of HP. But I'm kind of the position that, you know, the Hush fight literally just killed us 2 runs ago. Ended a great streak as the Forgotten. If we go back this early, aren't we just like begging for a Darwin Award or something like that? I still have to reconcile, like, do people even like watching the Hush fight? Doesn't interest me at all. I can take it or leave it, you know. I'm in Isaac for the serotonin release from the slot machine pull of seeing what's inside of an item room, more or less. The Hush fight, people like it, I'll do it. People don't like it, I'm content to leave it behind. I did not mean to pick that up, but I'll take Multi-Dimensional Baby, I guess, to get us a little closer to Empty Vessel, which I'm now just trying to remember. Did we actually get that, or was that a fever dream that I've concocted for myself? Oh, it feels nice to have a powerful run again, though. What's nice about this run is that, like, it's actually, I think it's a Balls of Steel pill. It's so powerful, we tend to, like, actually store some spiders, which is not oh, the game almost froze. I got so scared. Which does not happen very commonly. You know, usually those spiders, they pretty much leave as soon as they come into existence. It's like a mayfly. But, you know, we got good damage, and we got our own flies backing it up, so it's helping us out here. Oh, paralysis. Paralysis to analysis. Let's go. Alright. We really need him to enter the next phase, which he was nice enough to do there. And we needed him to do that because otherwise our shots are so large. What blew up there? Must have been, oh, Bob's brain from Lil Delirium. Yeah, our shots are too large. I can't land them without them colliding and exploding. Oh, barely got him. All right, I'll level with you. We might do the Void on this run. I'm so glad I chose to do another episode today, because, like, I would have left with such a negative impression after the last episode. It just didn't go well until the very end. Then we got a D100 and we won instantly. So in this situation, I'm like, ooh, such a good item, actually. Highly underrated, at least by me, until sometime within the past year. I remember Nick was like, how do you like Mysterious Liquid? And I was like, that's okay. And then after I said it was okay, chat was like, actually, it's amazing. I'll get it, I don't care. And then I used it and I was like, wait a minute, you're right, this is amazing. What am I talking about? Okay. Just on the shoulders of giants. Wait for wiser people to tell me how to feel about an item and then proceed accordingly. Alright, yeah, like, it's good for morale. It's always nice to leave Isaac on a high note, you know? So you come in on the next recording session and you got a big smile on your face instead of, well, I don't like this game. Not that I've ever had that with Isaac. Some other games, I've gotten disheartened with a lot of the other games I've played. And to be disheartened is not a condemnation of the game itself, but, you know, a lot of Dead Cells losses are disheartening. A lot of Slay the Spire losses are disheartening. But in Isaac, I was like, you know, it's like that classic song. If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Is that Aaliyah? No, it's the Wiggles. Alright, we don't have to do the Void, even better. Thanks for watching, feeling good again. If you liked the episode, click the like button, helps us a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!